anybody.
Oh my God.
What?
Nothing. Hi.
Hey. I know. It's my
What's up?
sad mug.
That's your sad mug, yes.
Oh, what do they call it? Fug mug?
Fuck, I've never heard that.
I don't know. I heard it once and it was mean.
That's because someone said it to you.
No, I heard it on TV.
Okay.
How was your week?
It was all right. How about yours?
It sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got
I'm
my
sorry, man.
counted fourth COVID test.
Oh my fucking God.
So I've been home mostly this week. But like test results only took 2 days, so I'm happy about that.
How did you end up with that one?
That was told that someone I sat next to at work tested positive.
Uh-huh.
So they told me to get tested.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You gotta get tested again?
Again, can you believe that shit?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I just got my fourth one, yeah.
Is it just from people at work?
Yeah, these nasty motherfuckers.
Oh God, man. That's
Abdul's
crazy.
just trying to stay home, so they keep catching him licking the keyboards.
Do you just go to the community health center?
Yeah. I'm not gonna waste time going to call my doctor and waste more time. I'd much rather just
I'm not sure if there's any like now urgent care centers in Syracuse.
Now, yeah, there is, yeah.
Yeah, they bought
they
what
do
you call
it 5-star.
That's where Misty's gone both times.
Yeah.
For
it's pretty quick.
COVID testing. Yeah, they do the rapid and they'll do the long con one as well.
Yeah.
But they're so fucking ridiculous. I have to deal with them for work because it's where we send it's my job to schedule drug tests and physicals.
Uh-huh.
And they're the worst fucking people over at this one. I live across the street from one and they're just so dumb.
That's the one I went to for like my
into
first
it.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the worst. I don't actually know how they are inside, but I know whoever the woman running the phones is, she might actually be disabled. So maybe I feel bad for shitting on them. But welcome again, everyone.
Welcome to the COVID Relief Podcast, where we talk about where you can get tested for free.
Yeah. First update. Where the fuck is my 1400, Joe Biden?
Get your ass in office and give us our shit.
Still haven't got my 600.
Oh, really?
Misty hasn't either. I know a lot of people haven't.
Did you use your tax return to pay for your return last year?
No. I did not do that. But
no. If they said if you use like your return money to pay for TurboTax or
that's
whatever.
A plausible reason that it would be delayed.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because they don't have like a checking account on file then.
Because TurboTax, you like, I don't know, it's some weird bank account thing where they put the money that you pay into a bank account for them, and it just kind of screws up something with you getting your return on time.
Yeah, I've been telling everybody who can to not use a TurboTax. They're the fucking worst.
I've never used it.
Yeah, because they'll charge you out the ass for stuff that's legally supposed to be free. The one I use, Free Tax USA, it's $12 flat. Even when I had to claim, like I had like a business built in there for comedy. So even with that, it only cost me $12, and then you pay beforehand. What they would put in the fine print, which TurboTax does too, it's like, oh, do you want to pay your filing fee out of your tax return? It's only 3 times the amount that you would pay if you paid beforehand. Like they just fuck you right in the ass. And I know, like, because I know some people have had to pay like $80 to $100 just to file their taxes through fucking TurboTax themselves, when you can just go to a person and pay them $100 to do it for you anyways.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah. Well, if you got a guy that you trust to get you, like, like if you need that shit, I think that's the way to go. But like mine's so easy. It's just a W-2 plus I lie to the IRS about how many miles I drove. It's very easy.
That's on record.
Yeah, I don't know how it keeps happening. I just claim loss after loss in my comedy business. I don't know how it stays alive.
Especially this year.
I mean,
yeah. Last year, sorry.
No, you're right.
Like, what do we even do about last year? Just say fuck it.
I'm not even gonna file for it because I didn't. I moved too, so whatever 1099 that.
What the fuck is that?
Me or is it? Check.
As soon as you touch that, it stopped doing it.
Oh yeah, dear. You know what? That's interesting.
What happened?
It might be something with my phone in this. That's so strange that it like.
There
all right, well, we may have to can the entire first 10 minutes of this since all we talked about was tax returns, COVID, and had a technical difficulty. But yeah, there it goes again.
How are you, Justin?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Am I good? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna clip this here though. Nope, that's
nope.
God damn it, dude. Well, maybe this will give me an excuse to buy a headset. I'm gonna hold it. Okay. So I'm just gonna hold this here and hope that it doesn't cause any more issues. Why don't one of you guys share what you've been playing this week?
This week, I just beat Maneater.
Nice.
How far did you get into that, Abdul?
Probably like 3 hours.
3 hours. What is your shark at?
I don't even remember.
Like, did you make it to teen yet, or like adult?
No, I think it was teen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's one of the like most fun, mindless games I've ever played.
Yeah,
because it's literally no point to it really, because all of the objectives and missions are almost exactly the same. Like, go kill 10 turtles, go kill 10 seals or whatever. But
just murdering aqua life.
Once you once you start attacking humans, that's when they call in like Coast Guard and like hunters and shit. And that's a lot of fun because you just fucking demolish their ships, and like you jump up out of the water and like grab them off and eat them and shit. Is pretty awesome. But like it gets better as you go on, Abdul, because like once your shark gets older, like once it becomes adult and like elder or whatever, it you become faster and stronger, and it just makes it like a lot more fun to play. So yeah, I beat that this week. I beat Cuphead finally. I only had
congrats.
Like an hour, 2 hours left in that. And now,
it seems like an endeavor.
Did you ever play that, Abdul?
I played a little bit of it, and then after a while, I was just, I'm good.
Why are you good? I'm very interested to know why you're good.
Well, it's just like the fucking like after a while, I forgot it was like a dragon boss in like this like Candyland area, and I kept getting killed, and I was just like, I'm just frustrated.
It's that was actually like one of the hardest bosses, like that one in particular. Like the game is difficult, but it's not as like it's like one of those games where you got to get into a flow.
It's like Mega Man.
Right, exactly. Well, I feel like it's a lot harder than Mega Man.
Oh, like, of course, yeah.
Like Mega Man's bosses are really hard, but yeah, I mean, this game is just mostly bosses anyway, you know?
Well, with Mega Man, like once you find the pattern to beat the bosses, then the game becomes easier. Yeah.
But that's how this game is. So like once you get into that flow, it's like it's not that bad, as long as you pick like the right weapons.
Yeah, I
And
started playing Doom Eternal again because it was on Game Pass, and I hadn't played it in forever. And I was like, I played a lot of this, so I just started it on Nightmare, and I have like it's like I have amnesia. I just hit checkpoint and then just die
Yeah.
instantly. Like it's the entire like you have to like relearn everything once you set something like that down. Because I don't like do difficulty games.
No.
And I think I need just like the incentive of ripping people's faces in half, and then maybe. But I can't imagine doing that with fucking Cuphead.
I mean, there is an easy mode to Cuphead. Were you playing on that?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say I never played it.
I mean, yeah, okay. You
no,
say no.
Because I know what you're trying to insinuate.
Yeah, you say no like it wasn't a very viable option for you. Like, get the fuck out of here.
No, I didn't. Okay, I'm tired of this. We keep going to this every like fucking 5th episode about difficulty.
I'll just ask a simple question. Just because you.
Yeah, and I saw that shitty grin that you had as soon as
just because you play
asked.
games on easy, I'm allowed to ask you if you played it on easy. Or in Cuphead, it's even better. It's called simple. Did you play on simple?
I need to hydrate.
Stupid fucking idiot moron mode.
But yeah, I just beat Cuphead, Man Eater, and I started getting back into Demon Souls, which is fun. So,
how far are you into that game?
Honestly, I like maybe 75% through the first playthrough.
Okay, how many playthroughs are there to get like the whole story? Is there a story?
Maybe like 3 to get the whole story. 2, maybe 3 to get the whole story. Like it's like 6 to get the platinum or some shit like that. At least that's how it was in the original. But I don't know about this one.
Are you going to platinum?
Probably. Like I still, after I beat Maneater, I was just cleaning up shit to get the trophy so I can delete it.
Yeah.
Because like I've been trying to like completely clear it before I stop playing, so I don't have to go back to it. Because I never go back to it, So might as well get it out of the way. What about you guys? What have you been playing?
This is like a stop sign. We're both like, I got, like I said, I think the most I played was Doom, and that's what I keep going back to, just because it's such an easy game to like sit down and play in like 20-30 minute increments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'll just like fail 1,000 times at one encounter and then put it down and just keep chipping away at that as I sit back down.
Yeah.
Dishonored was the last thing I played before that, and I gave up on it just because it's not holding my
Dishonored 1?
2, actually.
2? Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that Dishonored 1 was that same way, because like it was just like, all right, this is just kind of boring, so I just stopped.
Yeah, it's I don't know if it's just the aesthetics of the world, or I mean it came out in 2016, but it still feels a little dated, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, that's coming up on like 5 years ago, so I guess it.
Damn, Dishonored 2 was 2016?
Yep.
That's
Jesus.
crazy.
What's Dishonored 1 then?
I would imagine that would have to be like 2012 or 2013 then.
Gee, damn, man. Fucking time.
I know.
It doesn't seem like that long that I played that, because I played it when it first came out.
Yeah, it came out on 360 and PS3.
Yeah.
Yep. So I gave that a rest, and my little brother wanted to play Gears co-op last night. So I was like, all right, sure. So I realized I deleted all of the fucking Gears games I had downloaded.
Oh, shit.
So I went through and I got it back, and then he was trying to download it. I think he lied to me, because he was like, oh, I have to update it, and it's like bullshit. Like if you got it on there, it's updated.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, look, the original 360 version's only 7 gigs, so I'll be able to download that faster. And I was like, all right, I guess. So, and it was only 7 gigs, so I downloaded it, and fuck, dude, that was like the most brutal shit to play.
Oh, really?
It is.
Just completely outdated.
Yeah, man, especially coming from like I had just finished Gears 5, which is like
Right.
it's the tech powerhouse for Series X. That's the showcase game right now. Like
Yeah.
it looks so good. And then to go to a game that is literally 14 fucking years old, older than him, older than the kid I was playing it with, and sit down and try to get through it was like unbelievably excruciating. Like the
Goddamn.
animations are bad. There's fucking nothing in any definition. It's like blurry. Like I don't know how at any point in my life I sat down and was like, whoa.
Yeah, right.
I told him outright when we were done, I was like, look, go ahead and finish downloading the remaster version because there's no fucking way I can go back to this. Other than that, I didn't really mess around with too much else, I don't think.
No.
Yeah, I've been trying to see if there's anything else on Game Pass that tickles my fancy, I guess, but I wish I used any other phrase. I think I'm just like holding out for Hitman, the Medium games I actually want to play.
Right, yeah.
You know, so it's weird, like interim time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to like plow through some games before I buy another one, which is gonna be Hitman.
Yeah. Cool.
Nice.
Devil May
Well, I've
Cry.
done
Cool.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of gaming this week, so
You have
I
been?
yeah.
Nice.
So I
Compared to
first off,
what?
any other time.
Well, like I can't imagine you go like a week without gaming. So like,
Yeah,
what's a lot?
like I want to say like I had Tuesday through Friday off, and so that entire time I just been playing Devil May Cry, and my God, it's so fucking fun.
Is it?
And yeah, and it's not just Abdul amazing; it's amazing.
Oh man, I
It's
feel
like
like we don't need to give context just because that does apply.
yeah,
Yeah.
but what it like so many cool things like what it does with like the controller. Like you have you guys played Devil May Cry 4?
I honestly I haven't played any since like original PS2, besides the
I
one you
I haven't
tried to
played a
get me to
single
play.
one ever in my life.
Okay, well the main character and then this one when the fourth one was Nero, and he's in this one too, and he has a sword that like has like a motorcycle like accelerator, so you rev it up. So with the controller, you could with the haptic feedback, you can feel your like the controller revving up the sword,
Oh,
and
really?
Cool.
yeah, it's really cool. And in this one, he has a I don't want like well in the yeah and it sounds like you're squirting. It's he doesn't have an arm in this one, so he has like detachable
Wait, squirting. Do you think pussies have pop tops? Like a can? Gotta crack
not
them
the
open.
Is that
you
what you
know
think
exactly
breaking a hymen sounds like? Is that what it
My favorite part about sex is that sound of opening a fresh can of Pepsi.
I've,
uh,
I've had coitus, so it's like
okay.
uh it's
You chose the one word that somebody who's had sex wouldn't say.
yeah, I know, but it's me.
That's
So
true. Yeah. I
but
bet you say that during and just I'm really enjoying this coitus.
I just say I'm arriving. It's that fuck you.
I'm sorry. I
It's
couldn't.
I lost my train of thought, but
Yeah.
Nero lost his arm. He
You were
doesn't
talking
have an
about
arm.
and you were talking about the haptic feedback from the controller.
yeah, it like there's a learning curve because his like he has like different like attachments. Like one arm can like shoot out a laser, one arm does like electricity, and uh they like you can actually you hit L1, it detaches and explodes like a group of enemies, and you feel that in the controller, which is really cool. And like
Do you like? Can you like switch arms on the fly? Because I know that game
not
was all
really.
about flow too. So okay.
No, you could like hit L1 and then like it explodes and attaches the other one immediately. And
Okay.
but like
But
some of the
other one
boss,
of like the same kind.
yeah, no, or a
Okay.
different kind. There's like one that like uh regenerates your health for you,
Uh,
and because I'm playing this one on the hardest difficulty, and I'm loving
lioness.
this. Fuck you. And it's yeah, I'm like
Hardest
having
difficulty. It's retarded.
that was just offensive.
I know. Well, it was an analog to the last difficulty we mentioned, simple.
Oh, okay, never mind then. It's no, it's I've been having like tons of fun with that, and then I saw that Little Nightmares 2 is coming out next month, and I really want to play that.
Yeah, I have not
Eh,
finished the first one. I got stuck and refused to look it up, so I just kind of put it down.
have you
Yeah,
played it before, Abdul?
yeah, I actually just beat that in the DLC too this week.
Is that game worth? Because it was like $5 at one
Oh
point.
God,
Oh,
$5 is a steal. Yeah,
yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
like I
yeah,
think like
it's fun.
in that type of gameplay where we're like it follows like Inside and what was that other game by Limbo?
Limbo, yeah, it's a different dev, but yeah, it's very,
Yeah, it's
very
just like that,
similar.
like yeah, but like with this one, like it like my main like those games are good, but my main problem with like Inside and Limbo, it always just feels like the game is playing itself because I'm just like moving forward and like it just feels like all the puzzles are right in front of me and I can just knock it out quickly.
Yeah, I felt that way about Limbo. It was like it
Yeah.
was fun, but nothing was actually a challenge, you know?
Yeah, and this one, like, there's actually like some actual like difficult puzzles in. Like, you go
Okay.
through them, and like you go like, and like you can go like into the background and the foreground, which is you
Yeah, it's
can't
more
really
like
do that.
isometric or whatever they call it.
Yeah, like yeah, and I don't understand the story at all. There's just so much happening. It was weird.
Creepy shit though.
Yeah, yeah. There was one point where like I was doing a boss fight, and there was like a jump scare, and boy,
It's good. It's good at avoiding like outright jump scares a lot of the times though.
yeah,
Like the music will swell and stuff, but sometimes it's just as simple as like seeing like big ass hands like come up like from like around the screen and then something just starts crawling at you without
yeah.
like jumping out at you or anything. You
Right,
just
yeah.
see it and you're like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah, and yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I think it comes out February 11th. I'm not entirely sure,
That sounds about
but
right.
I'm pretty excited for that.
Cool.
That's all
Yeah.
I've been playing this week.
There's
Nice.
a bunch of like little like small games coming out in February. Cause I don't know if you guys saw that game Werewolf. Like,
Yes, I wanted to talk about that.
oh
I
I don't
yeah,
know
finally
what that
watched the
okay.
is.
gameplay for it. I'm all over that. I don't know how
Yeah.
much
Like
it's gonna be, but
I don't know how much I don't know like anything about it, but like I love werewolves and I just think it's a cool to turn into a werewolf.
oh,
Yeah,
absolutely,
But
yeah.
what's the
yeah, I just
gameplay?
hope it doesn't suck. What's the what?
Gameplay like?
It's third person sort of action, sort of RPG, and you operate between like stealth mode, which is in your human form, and your full wolf form, and then you switch between that and like a more like
Actual
aggressive,
just
yeah,
wolf.
like I'm just a big ass werewolf when you're in combat and stuff. But you're an eco terrorist, I guess. I don't know. That's what they say. Yeah, you got me. But there just happens to be like monsters in this world, and you're trying to take down the evil polluting corporations. It's
What is
very,
it?
very crazy, but I believe it's based on an actual tabletop game.
Okay, it sounds like
Oh,
some
So-
really?
Captain Planet
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, it's Werewolf the Apocalypse something Earthblood or something, which just
Okay.
sounds like a tabletop game. So that all tracks.
I
But
like. I'm excited to see what it's gonna be like though, because
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the concept of werewolves always.
yeah, I mean, like I'll play a AA game like that. I mean, I don't know how much I'll pay for it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm into that. Like, just fucking whatever. Just trying to. It's clearly just cobbled together in like Unreal 4, like 1,000,001 games are, and
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
just thrown out there. It kind of reminds me of Vampire a little bit.
It kind of reminds me exactly like Maneater.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. Like, dude, if you don't like, if you can't get that free on PlayStation 5 right now, don't pay more than $10 for it.
Yeah.
Like
Why aren't you downloading it?
I promise. Well, if you don't have a PS5 right now, I don't think there's a way to
Oh, that's
log
true.
on to like add it to library if you don't have a
Yeah.
PS5, which sucks. But like 10, 15 at the fucking max. Don't pay because that shit was $40. That shit is
Oh
not it's
yeah, we
not
were
a
talking about this before.
yeah,
I've
it's
never
not a
paid that much
$40
for it.
game. But I'm thinking like this werewolf games looks like about a $40 game, which depending on what people are saying about it, I'll get it for 40.
Yeah, if it's one of those ones that has like like a host of problems, but they're actually like but shit, like it's got
Yeah.
like a good core gameplay loop or something.
What's
Yeah.
it called? Werewolf.
Werewolf the Apocalypse. Yeah, we should probably know this. I'll look it up right now.
It's also I picked up the newest Yakuza game, Like a Dragon, and
How is that?
I haven't started it yet. So
Oh,
after I
okay.
beat Devil May Cry, I'm going to jump into that. It's here. It's going to be. It's completely different. It's turn-based now. So
Oh, really?
I'm interested to see
Hmm.
how that plays. You don't play as Kazuya anymore, or
Oh,
Mizuma
has it
anymore.
always been the same character? I thought that
Yeah,
like rotated stories
yeah,
or
it's always been,
whatever.
I think what he
always
meant
been
to
the.
say is you don't play. You press a few buttons and watch 90 minutes of cinematics.
Okay, Yakuza's
And
a
then repeat.
masterpiece.
Yeah, I
I'll,
tried to.
I'll put that to the test. How about this? I got Game Pass. They're like all on there, so I'll download one of them.
tell
And
them
then
which one to download. Unless
Download
you,
the
if you
first
don't,
one.
just the first
Because
one. Okay.
Yakuza Kiwami's on there. For me personally, Yakuza 2 is my favorite.
okay, all right. And they're all entirely in Japanese.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'll get back to you.
You don't you look reluctant.
Yeah, I'm hoping I forget
Oh, why you shit on the things I love.
because you love them.
Oh, no, it's yeah. But what was the game called? Werewolf.
Werewolf the Apocalypse dash Earthblood.
Okay, cool. Check the gameplay out.
Yeah, look at it. They got
terrible title.
the worst.
It just
yeah.
flows right off the tongue.
I'll send you the PlayStation. Like they did, I don't know. It was like a PlayStation sponsored gameplay.
Is
video.
it it's not PS5 exclusive, is it? Well, like next gen exclusive, is it?
That's a good question. Nope, it is not. It is on PS4, Xbox One, Windows, Series X, S, and PS5.
Huh.
So,
Sweet.
yeah. Yup.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there really isn't much else. Well, there's a few more things, I guess, in this timeline. Let me look there. I just saw a link here. Oh no, that's just
Yeah.
saying 2021.
Oh, okay. I mean, there's a decent amount of games that's gonna hold us over for the next couple of months, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
I'm
that
not
Sony
super.
did like uh, did something where like they released like the release dates for some games that are coming out this year. Like they said, that Ghostwire is coming out in October. A couple other games, I can't think of them right now.
Yep.
The one that I'm interested in is the Little Devil Inside that
Yeah.
comes out July.
Oh, okay. Yeah. When I saw that that was like one of the state of plays.
Yeah.
It looked really interesting. So I can't wait to see what that's gonna be
Oh yeah.
about.
Yep. I do remember that one. That
Yeah.
does look cool. July.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, July 2021. Interesting. Oh, I thought it was PlayStation exclusive. It's coming out on Switch and Xbox too.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh.
It does, interestingly enough, Little Devil Inside says on platforms, it only specifies PS5 and PS4, but then it says Xbox One and Windows and Nintendo Switch. It doesn't say anything about Series X. So I wonder if maybe they have an exclusivity deal to be the only ones to get like a next gen upgrade. That seems so specific though.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Doubtful.
Possibly. Like, yeah.
It's gonna be on
What do-
Windows.
What do we know when that Stray game comes out?
Do we care?
I think it comes out like a month after or a month before Ghostwire,
Oh,
but I'm not
really?
interested.
I am. I want to see I want to see what the fuck it is. Like a game where you just play as a cat. Like, what are you doing? I
Hey.
don't
Like
know.
your owner's busy on Tumblr.
Oh man, yeah, that is a brutal looking game. Why don't you just sweep awards at the end of
Yeah,
2021?
right.
I know.
Game of the decade, Stray.
Oh man.
So we got like 10 minutes or 9 minutes left in this half. I'm curious if you guys saw the Jason Schreier expose on CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
No,
I saw
He
some stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
I
he's
don't.
working for Bloomberg now. He spent a bunch of time just kind of compiling all the info, and he interviewed a bunch of devs and then just published this big article on Bloomberg that basically had specificities about the 2018 demo. They indicated was completely like fabricated. The
Yeah,
game
I saw that.
wasn't
Yeah.
even like halfway complete at that point, and that's like all they had to show for it.
Oh shit.
And then when they announced the April 2020 original release date, none of the devs knew, and they were all shocked that
Yeah.
they could possibly be releasing it that soon. They were all convinced it was going to be a 2022 ship.
Oh, really? Wow.
2022.
Yep.
Good lord, man.
Yeah. And then there was some language about when he was talking to some of the devs, there was this mindset from management, which was basically like, look, none of it matters. We're going to get there. We're going to figure it out because, hey, we made The Witcher. They were saying that internally. They thought just because they had made The Witcher 3, they can figure anything out. We have the CD Projekt Red magic.
Wow.
It was one game.
One great game. And they were like, we got this.
Dude,
You can't do.
honestly, like I just anytime something says cyberpunk, like any article or fucking thing on my PlayStation 5, I just fucking look right past it.
Yeah.
Because it's just
Yeah.
like I'm just so sick of hearing about it.
It's
Even
not
that
new
fucking
info.
apology is just
Oh
like,
my god.
good
It's
lord,
like
man,
that
shut the
South
fuck
Park,
up.
like, we're sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then that's right. We haven't talked about that yet. They sent that timeline out indicating when they're like, oh, here's where the patches are coming. And they didn't even put like specific months on there. They just put like 2021 and then 2022. And then we're not even getting the next gen update to like the last like back end of this year. So you have
Yeah,
like 10 months to wait.
Nobody's
that's
going to remember.
such bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Such bullshit.
Meaning they're also pushing free DLC out. They said prior to the next gen update. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
that's going to be buggy as shit, too.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna add more game in here, and usually with their free DLC, it's cool shit. Like different features within the game. But that kind of like stands to reason. It's like, oh, they've just never been finishing games on time. They're just like
Yeah.
what's the free DLC gonna be? An actual wanted system? AI?
Actual AI.
Yeah.
It just fucking sucks that I have this game that I probably won't play until fucking holiday season this year, you know?
We pretty much bought an investment. That's all.
That's what I'm
Exact
saying. It's like that's why I got my
exactly.
money back. I was like, fuck this. You're not gonna like hold on to my money interest free
Right,
until you give
yeah.
me a game. Fuck them.
Yeah.
You can't trust anybody, man. I mean, like, and I think that's wrong because actually you can trust certain devs. Like Naughty Dog is a dev you can trust to ship a very complete game.
Yeah.
Regardless of what, because I think the only complaints that people legitimately had with it were they didn't agree with the story in Last of Us 2.
Yeah, but
Outside of that game was a
that's
technical
fucking
fucking marvel.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like Red Dead. I mean, Red Dead, yeah, I mean, I don't care how you feel about the story or the setting. The things they did in that game were absolutely,
Out of this
mind-blowing.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's,
CD Projekt Red shipped a game from like 2017.
I saw one article like they didn't like start development until like 2016,
Yep.
and it's just like, what are you doing?
Well,
Wait,
I
but
mean,
you talking about like the game they announced in like 2013?
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Total
That's
mismanagement. And then because in their initial apology, they basically threw QA under the bus. And then now they're backtracking because now like the studio came out after that article and was like, listen, how dare you call our demo fake? You have to understand something about game, and just like went through like all this shit. And it's like, none of that matters. You're fucked. You're going to
Yeah.
end up fired. Shit's going to get shifted
Oh, for
around.
sure. Like
Yeah.
somebody's head has to be on the platter for
Oh,
this
yeah.
because this is like one of the, as far as I can remember, one of the biggest mismanagements of games
Dude, utterly crazy.
in
The
a
Polish
long
government invested in that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for a AAA game, like it has to be one of the biggest fuck ups ever. Because the only one I can think of that was as bad was Duke Nukem Forever, but nobody gave a fuck about that. Nobody actually gave a fuck about that game. Like they wanted to play it, but it wasn't like, oh my god, Duke Nukem Forever. They talked about it for 10 years. It
Yeah.
came out and it sucked. Like
It
whatever.
was like a running joke. I mean, by the time it came out, everyone was like, wow, go figure.
Yeah, right.
So it wasn't really the same
But
level. I
this one
mean,
is just like, holy shit, man. You're talking about a game that came out and it's not going to be playable for another year? Like, what the fuck?
insane. Utterly
I mean,
insane.
No Man's Sky is like that too, but it was.
Yeah, but it
I
was
don't
made
know. I
by
don't know shit about that game. You know.
right, but it was also made by
Yeah.
1% of the number of people, and
Exactly.
they didn't really have as much riding on it. And what they've been able to do since then is great. So it's more like a success story over time. And it's, again, it's different just because of the size of the team. But when
Right.
you show your ass, you talk in AAA games and you just come up to bat and then just whiff immediately. That's sad, man.
Yeah. They did it to themselves.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll look forward to like 2027 when Cyberpunk 2 comes out, but maybe it'll be better. Maybe they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in oh shit, we only got like a minute left. So why don't I end this one and then we'll hop back on.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned. And we are back.
We're back.
I was just watching the because I haven't bought a Switch game in a while, so I've been kind of wanting one of them, but I haven't played Super Mario 3D World yet, which came out on Wii U. So they I know they remade it for Switch, and now they got the DLC coming out called Bowser's Fury. Looks pretty good. I just I didn't realize that Mario's basically dressed like a cat girl half the game.
What?
I'll show you. Hold on one second. I'll show you.
Dude, it's support from like the Wii U.
I believe so. I believe is a port from the Wii U. But as you'll see here, Mario is basically a kitty cat.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's making that's making someone horny. But I don't know, I mean, it looks fun. I didn't realize it was actually like a 3D platformer. I thought it was like another side-scrolling one or whatever. I like Odyssey so much, so I think I'll give it a shot.
I bought Little Nightmares over the break.
Oh yeah,
No, nice.
Yeah, because I just I want to look to see because that holiday sale is going until the 20th.
Jesus.
So yeah, that shit started at like the beginning of December. It's like the longest sale they've had.
nice.
But the complete edition was $750, so I was just like, fuck it.
Sick.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I know it's on Games with Gold, which is basically Xbox's version of PlayStation Plus and separate from Game Pass. So I think I'll get it too. And then I guess we can talk about that because I never finished it. So
Yeah.
let me know how you like it, and I will see if I can get over the spookiness of it. Seems it's very spooky, so I don't know that I will. But we have some delightful news that we can talk about too. This year will mark the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, and Nintendo is going fucking ham. They have like product deals with like Levi's and
Levi's.
Yeah. Listen, man. You want to slip into some pink Jigglypuff embroidered 501s, right?
Who the fuck even sells Levi's anymore?
I wear
Is that
Levi's.
Huh?
I wear Levi's.
Who the fuck sells them?
I don't know. J.C. Penney, I guess.
Oh, do they?
That's not even in the mall anymore.
Yeah, I just buy mine from Amazon.
Oh, okay.
They're the only jeans that don't get holes in the knees for me. My other ones fucking wear out.
Why are you getting holes in your knees?
How dare you make an implication? All right, I'm sucking dick. What'd you think? Something gross?
It's exactly what I thought.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Yeah, you can't get mad about something you directly benefit from, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have like a bunch of different product deals and shit, and they're just gonna go nuts with it. And then they announced that Pokemon Snap comes out April 30th. That's coming back.
Like the original port.
Nope. It's a new game. It's on Switch. It's
nice.
Literally called New Pokemon Snap. Whoa, fuck.
Are you taking pictures in a pair of Levi's?
Yeah, that's what you do. You have to put on your Levi's, and then the entire camera angle is from the point of view of the ass, so you get the Levi branded embroidery, and it makes it very difficult to take pictures when all you see is a 12-year-old's ass. So that's where the difficulty comes in. Some are saying harder than Demon Souls, so we'll see.
Oh wow!
Oh wow, that's a scoop.
I doubt I'll buy that or play it, but I am interested because the rumor is that in addition to that, this year the Gen 4 remakes are happening. So
for the Gen 4 remake,
the original DS ones, the Diamond and Pearl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or is it Diamond and Pearl? Or is it Platinum's the third one? I don't know. Whatever. They'll rope me back in with that, I'm sure. So
yeah,
that's how it usually works out. Because that is Nintendo's entire market now. They pretend it's for children, but it's for dumbass nostalgic people like me. So just creepily waiting to catch them all. Anyways, they obviously there's more on Cyberpunk or whatever, but I feel that we've sufficiently covered that this week.
Yeah.
Fuck that game.
Did we talk about Lucasfilm's
Not on
game
here.
stuff? Not on here. Okay,
No.
so we can talk about that. They have that new umbrella now, which it used to be Lucasfilm Games back when it started, before it was LucasArts, and then that really kind of stopped happening. So now it's back to Lucasfilm Games, and it seems like that was their way of taking Star Wars, sort of at least the exclusivity of it away from EA.
Right.
And they're starting to branch out now with they have Machine Games and Bethesda working on the Indiana Jones game.
I'm
Who
excited
knows?
about that.
Yeah, who knows what that's going to be, but I mean, it sounds different enough. Hopefully it's a departure for Machine Games from.
Yeah, I'm more like, if it's a third-person game, I'm interested to see the transition.
Yeah, I don't want Wolfenstein with a fedora blocking part of your field of view. That's not what I'm looking for. But Todd Howard's producing, which I think is great. Contrary to what a lot of people like to believe about Bethesda Game Studios, I think he's excellent in overseeing a video game project, especially one that he could potentially be passionate about. I mean, who the fuck wouldn't want to do a big IP like that when they've been in gaming industry for decades, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that could be cool. I don't really give a fuck about Indiana Jones at all as a property, but I'm definitely interested in seeing what that becomes. And then less specific, but along the same topic, Ubisoft alluded to an open world Star Wars game they're working on.
I saw that.
Yeah.
By
I
Massive
have.
Games. I think they're the ones who make The Division. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That I am very skeptical about that shit,
Yeah.
man.
As soon as I saw Ubisoft, part of me was like, oh. It's just like,
and the thing, like, they're fucking such a successful gaming company. I don't really like their games all that much.
No, they're just like they're honestly they're more of what I'd like to see from EA than what EA currently offers,
Yeah,
because they're just a popcorn B movie video game company. You know, they're the Warner Brothers of that. So what Warner Brothers is to movies, Ubisoft is to gaming. They're
yeah,
that they make that middle of the road mediocre shit that'll you'll just be able to sink a ton of hours into if you want to. You know, they got Assassin's Creed pushing up against 80 hours just to complete the fucking campaign now. So they just make a bunch. And honestly, though, when you compare Valhalla's outing this year to Cyberpunk's, I wouldn't have thought that Ubisoft would be the one with the more polished game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, I think they kind of do a really good job. It's just a quantity over quality thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, their games are buggy, but they seem to be like what they are 2 years after they originally came out. Like, this, nothing changes about them, right?
Yeah, more or less. They it's more for the finer details. Like in Assassin's Creed, there was a lot of like little bullshit things that are very irritating, and they still take shortcuts, you know. So I think I talked about this a few episodes ago, but for instance, like in Valhalla, you'd be like shopping for stuff, and if you're like looking at like weapons that a merchant has, you have no idea what class they are, what any of their statistics are until you buy it. So you have to buy it first, and you can't like just like sell it back and get all your money back just to check the stats. So it took them like almost I think like a month just to put like a little hover box on when you hover over an item in the merchant shop to tell you everything about it.
Yeah.
Like same thing goes for like there'd be like tattoos and hairstyles. You wouldn't even know what the fuck they look like. You'd have to buy them first.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was like little bullshit things like that made no sense. And then like some issues with stability. It had a lot of screen tearing, but they did clean it up pretty good. And all that was in like a month though. So now it's like pretty much exactly the same game. It'll be 2 years from now. But it's still like, but that's like any game, you know, they all have like little weird things they got to iron out. I get that.
Right.
But they're still fairly finished games. So
yeah, I'm excited to see like a like Bethesda, like they're gonna make a good IP game, but that idea you threw out is like Naughty Dog getting their hands on something. It'd be
Yeah,
like,
that'd be really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that was for the listeners. If Star Wars is a free for all, like the whole concept of like Sony being able to get in there and pitch for, even if it's an exclusive game, I'm sure they can make that work. They did it with Spider-Man.
yeah,
And yeah, that has more of the Sony ties, whatever, but it still is a Marvel property, and that's how they branded it. It's not a Sony property.
right,
And they made it exclusive. And in order to keep that on lock, that's when they bought Insomniac. Because they
Yeah,
didn't buy them prior to that, I don't think.
yeah.
put a ring on that.
Yeah, I mean, what are they going to do? They're just going to risk the chance that game goes multi-platform. Oh my God, nobody fucking not
Yeah,
nobody. People, PlayStation's overwhelmingly popular, but I mean, it would be a huge loss on their part.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, just to see that like there's going to be all these different situations where developers are going to be able to pitch their own games, and like the thought of like a Naughty Dog narrative focused Star Wars game that in the same vein as like the Mandalorian is for TV.
yeah. Mandalorian or like Rogue One, like something like
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
as a game, man. I think that could be cool as fuck.
Yeah,
yeah. I
especially because
saw.
it's like lighthearted and fun. I mean, like that would be
Yeah,
the way to go.
Yeah, it's like I saw the speaking of Jason Schreier, like he posted like those who are wondering that Star Wars 1313 game is never coming out. It was like
I,
when they
I don't know anything about that anyway.
Yeah, that's
I
that
was
old
like,
one from what's her face? Who did that?
oh God, I don't know.
That wasn't the lady from
No, this
Star
was
Wars 1313.
oh, you mean Amy Henning? No, that's not her. That was Visceral. This was like when Lucasfilms was like Lucasfilm Games were still
Yeah,
like
but I thought she'd worked at.
no, she was working with EA to produce something with Visceral.
I thought that was 1313.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail that.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, 1313 was the one they showed at E3 all those years ago. They had that little fake gameplay demo.
Yeah, it was like a mix of Uncharted with Star Wars.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that didn't pan out, but it was supposed to take place sort of on the 1313, that like criminal underground space station where all like the scum live in the lower rings. They yeah, it pops up now and again in all kinds of the Star Wars media. But what was he saying about that?
Oh, people were thinking like, oh, since Disney was like letting like people have going to people, people were thinking like, oh, that game might come out, like it might like see the light of day, but he just squashed those ideas.
Well, duh, that's such a bad take.
Yeah,
That game got canceled and shit canned years ago. I mean, like maybe there's some remnants of some of it that somebody could use, but that game's never going to see the light of day.
yeah.
I'm with Jason Schreier this time.
If I'm like hugely interested, because they said they're like there's more stuff to announce, and like I'm like, super excited to see what they do.
Yeah, the possibilities are like endless now. I mean, which I love. I mean, like imagine fuck, like, because like let's say like Naughty Dog could get that Star Wars IP. Meanwhile, like Obsidian could get Knights of the Old Republic back. I mean,
Ooh,
that would be fucking wild.
that would be a system seller.
Absolutely. I mean, like that's where like that, I think that's what Disney needs, is they just kind of need to be everywhere if they want to branch into gamings properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because right now, just, getting the occasional, like fucking Fallen Order was such like a bullshit, like bone throw where they were just like, here's your single player Jedi Star Wars game, you fucking losers. Like they almost like threw it out like, ugh,
Yeah.
because it wasn't even like that fucking great. And I'd love to see more of it, but I mean,
Yeah, same here.
we need more shit. You know what I mean? Star Wars doesn't thrive in the fucking multiplayer. It's just a skin of Battlefield world.
Especially like that whole fiasco with Battlefront 2 and like the leveling system.
That
It's
was
like
the writing on the wall. Yeah, that's
yeah,
when
it's like
Disney got real upset.
they were calling like the game like a Star Wars gambling. I forgot what the guy worded it, but Disney doesn't want to be associated with that.
No, the House of Mouse is very strict on how it wants to be perceived, and that includes being good for children and great for China. So that's where they live, man.
Yeah, Walt
Side
Disney's
by side
frozen
with.
head is rolling.
Yep. They want to warm children's hearts and turn a blind eye to genocide, as he says on Zoom.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, that'd be so funny if we got canceled by the Chinese government.
Okay,
the most
let's not dig too far.
press we'd ever get. I don't think they're worried about us, I'll be honest.
Yeah, but I don't want to get deported.
I can't imagine how China would get you deported. That seems to be a bit of a leap. But I mean, fuck, dude, I'll even give Ubisoft Star Wars game a shot. I mean, if it's just like Star Wars
yeah.
Assassin's Creed, who cares? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I'll bite. You know what I mean? But I mean, more likely.
I'll
than
let
not,
you
it'll-
bite, and then I'll let you talk about it here
Yeah,
to
that's fair.
decide whether or not I'm going to bite.
That's
Because, like,
fair.
honestly, I'm perfect at this point. I'm perfectly okay never playing Valhalla. I thought it was going to be the game, like the Assassin's Creed game. I was going to like try to jump back in. It's like at this point, just from like everybody else, it was like I think I know what it is, and I'm all set. You know.
Yeah, I will say overall, my takeaway from Valhalla is I greatly enjoyed it and I got my money's worth. It's just such a time dump. So you'd have to like, you know, be aware of that. Like you have to play it for like a minimum of 50 hours to get your enjoyment out of it, you know? And that I think is enough. I can understand being like
Yeah, I bought it and I still haven't touched it since the last time I played it. And that was like in
November,
early December.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
and it's got, I think the thing I enjoyed the most about it is that it had so many notes that reminded me of the first Assassin's Creed. And parts of like 2, so like it really glanced that sort of like apex of Assassin's Creed, but never really, it was still so different. I don't know. And the overarching story, like the present day story, is fucking bananas bullshit. So it's not, but they barely touch it, which I think is great. So I just want to be clear. I didn't hate that game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you, Justin, you never finished Fallen Order, right?
No, I was thinking about going, like, since there's like an actual next gen update.
Yeah.
Now, I'm thinking about definitely going back to it. Like,
1 second, I'm sorry, Abdul. Was that an inhaler?
Mind your business.
Was it an inhaler?
Yeah.
After you lit a cigarette?
Why are you doing this on?
Sorry, I just wanted to be clear. What happened to Justin?
I don't know.
no, I just got some news from Twitter. It's nothing big.
Oh,
It just
well,
says
what you got?
PlayStation boss Jim Ryan confirms the Tom Holland Uncharted movie as well as the HBO Last of Us show is just the beginning of the expansion of the storytelling in new media and even wider audiences. So
Well, that's
they're
unsurprising.
they're just leaning into like fucking making shows out of PlayStation games, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they have that. What's that? Is it just called PlayStation Studios or something now? It's like a
Yeah.
they have like a new
Yeah.
branch where it's for like media in that regard.
Yeah.
Highly interested to see what Last of Us turns into. That Uncharted movie looks like dog shit.
I'm not excited for that. The
No.
Last of Us show, like an HBO show about Last of Us, like that could be a fucking game changer.
Yeah, I'd
But
be
I'd be interested.
Yeah,
yeah, especially with Neil Druckmann heading it up from the get go.
exactly. Yeah.
I'm in.
But that Uncharted movie, like, I'll wait to hear if it's free. Not free. If it's on, if it's on HBO Max, like I'll watch it.
Right.
If they do a deal like they did with the Warner Brothers movies, I'll watch it, and if I'm disappointed, I'll just shit talk it like I did Wonder Woman.
Yeah, there
But
you go.
if I have to go to the theaters to watch that shit, it ain't gonna happen. Fuck that, man.
That's like the only big movie available when theaters reopen finally.
Yeah.
I'll never trust a fucking video game movie in a theater ever.
Yeah,
That shit ain't gonna happen.
Last one I saw was
As Assassin's Creed.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, just
in
three men in their 30s with a bunch
honestly,
of families.
that was fine.
I enjoyed it. I loved it.
You loved it? All right.
That's
man.
just fuck.
He showed up with his hair all spiked, and he was pink blue.
Now my hair wasn't long back then.
Like, he's got these big stupid gloves on. He's like, "Can someone put popcorn in my mouth?"
I watched it. It was fine. It was an okay video game movie. Like, I think your standards for them are so low that you were just like, holy shit, they're making something. You know?
I was surprised by how not dog shit the Pikachu movie was.
I fell asleep during that. So
it was dumb as hell, but it was like not altogether bad, and I really enjoyed the way that they did the Pokemon.
It was okay.
They killed it with the CGI for that. They didn't make it look. It wasn't like cheesy at all. Like,
I thought it was gonna be stupid. They were gonna be like smooth, cell shaded bullshit, but they were like cool.
Yeah, because I remember like Mr. Mime looked pretty cool.
He was terrifying.
Yeah.
I was very uncomfortable with the fact that what I thought were articles of clothing were his skin in that movie. That was kudos.
Yeah.
Pokemon, the true nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's no timeline for that Last of Us show, though, is there?
I doubt it, especially with COVID now. I mean, I feel like everything's just on pause. I mean, Missy and I were talking about it the other day. There was just like no fucking movies because there's nothing to be excited for because everything's on hold. You know, I mean,
like the shit that did get made. Like, I was excited for Tenet, and like it finally got released, and it was like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it was confusing.
Was it even worth watching?
Oh, you did? You watched it, Abdul?
Yeah, well, my dad bought it, and I sat down and watched it. It was just, it didn't make any sense.
It's so fucking convoluted that the whole time you're just shrugging your shoulders. Like, what word was that they even just said? Like, they just say shit. You're just like, is this supposed to mean anything? Because I shouldn't have to Google a word that you're saying in your movie for it to make sense, you know? The whole movie just pissed me off.
Yeah, I think Christopher Nolan's like way overrated.
Yeah. Hey, dude, he came out during a time when like nothing was really like hard hitting. And then Dark Knight came out and it was just like
okay, and that's still his best movie. I don't care about anything else. Like Inception was just cool. I don't think it deserved half like the masterpiece accolades everyone.
It was just it had cool scenes.
Yeah, I mean it was a fun movie. It's not like, you know, fucking a masterpiece. I don't understand.
Whatever. Who says it's a masterpiece?
I don't know. I've heard people throw that around about it. They talk about it's like it's a fucking like classic or something.
People do talk about that movie like it's like one of the greatest fucking movies ever.
Yeah, and I don't.
It's all because of that dumb ending.
Yeah,
I remember leaving the theater and like some lady was just like screaming out, "Of course he's in the dream. The thing's still spinning." Like, okay,
dude, the most amazing part about that, I know we're so far away from video games right now, but the most amazing part about that was the fact that people couldn't take an open-ended ending. Like they had to have
and
it's like, how do you not realize that he's saying it's either way, but it doesn't matter? Like, how do you not see what he did there? It's so on the fucking nose, and everyone's like, I think if you look back 44 frames into the third scene of the second act, like they're trying to put it all together, and it's like, no, it doesn't matter. There's no way of knowing. Assholes.
Yeah, but don't watch Tenet, aka
Okay, that's fine for me. I'm happy to take a pass on it.
It's
If
Stinktown,
if it was
USA.
like an hour and a half long, I'd be like, just fuck. I guess give it a shot. But it's like what 2.5 hours of
Yeah, it's
duel.
so
Oh,
fucking
fuck
long.
that! No
Yeah,
way.
man.
And
Like,
like I don't want to go into specifics, but it's just,
Yeah, I'm good on
oh
that.
boy.
2.5 hours. Fuck that. I just watched. What did we watch? We watched that Uncle Frank. And then we watched. Oh, we watched Blow the Man Down on Amazon.
Is that a
what's
It's
Mel
that one
Gibson?
about?
no, it's an Amazon original, but it's two young girls who live in like this shitty little town in Maine, and circumstances happen, and they have to cover up a murder, and it's sort of like this like weird noir thing, but everyone's got these New England accents, and they're all just like dumb old people. It's kind of cool. I enjoyed it, but it was even that was like 2 hours long. That was too much.
Yeah, I just
Uh,
saw this one weird movie. It was called Swallow, and it's it's
RJ's listening.
it was about this lady who's like she's like in this marriage that she doesn't want, and she gets like in this like life that this she doesn't want, so she escapes it by like swallowing
Come.
like no like tacks and like marbles. And like one scene, she like almost chokes to death trying to swallow a screwdriver.
Dude,
Nothing
I
stopped
want
me from interpreting this as a porn.
I want Abdul to just describe movies from now on. Like, can you just watch a movie, like just a random movie, and just try to describe it on this podcast as a segment? Because what? What is
It's
happening?
interesting. Look at it. It's called Swallow. There's like one scene she she escapes like the life that she's in, and like the husband hires a private detective, and like she gets a call from him, and she's in a motel just eating like dirt.
Okay.
10 out of 10. Good film.
Like I said, new segment on the
Interesting.
Play With Yourself podcast.
Interesting.
Last night we watched this movie called Wendy. I don't know if you guys heard of that.
I saw the thing for it on Amazon.
It's on a
Was it Amazon or
it's a HBO,
Netflix? Oh,
HBO
HBO.
Max.
Thank you. Sorry.
I think it's
many of
I
them.
don't know. It doesn't say HBO original, so it might be on Amazon too.
That could be where I saw it. That was on HBO.
But fucking weird. Like, I don't know if you care about the story of Peter Pan, but it was just a retelling.
Oh.
But from Wendy's
Like, that's
perspective,
who went. Yeah, exactly.
who cares about that?
Dude, that's exactly why it's a skip. Like, if you
Oh,
if you enjoy Peter Pan's story, I guess it's an interesting retelling, but Peter Pan is just also a weird fucking story anyway. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird.
Child kidnapper brings them to a place where they'll always be happy.
And they never grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which really nails home the weirdness of Michael Jackson's ranch.
Neverland. Yeah.
And kind of sort of
Is it
nukes any argument against his guiltiness of that.
Is that the same? Is it the same name? Or is wait, what's the Peter Pan land name?
I thought it was Neverland.
It's Neverland, yeah.
Yeah.
Neverland Ranch.
I thought it was something. I thought it was just a different wording. I thought it was Never Ever Land.
Could be.
No, it's Neverland Ranch.
Oh, I know.
Never Ever Land Ranch would have
Abdul,
a lot
did you go there?
happen.
Because you're really defensive about Neverland.
I wanted to.
Damn, you got rejected.
He wanted to after he heard what happened. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's a host.
Wait, all you have to do is spread your ass? Oh shit.
I can't wait to go to America.
He showed up at the front door, just bent over, butt cheeks apart. And Michael Jackson's like, hello?
This was before I was diagnosed with autism, so.
Oh, all right. Well, we're down to our last 10 minutes. I think we kind of hit all the notes for the podcast.
Do we have any topics?
I don't believe we do. I think I skimped on that this week, but I will look, my good friend, for you. I will look. It's because you asked so nice. Let's see here. Who put this one in here? Games that you think might suck this year?
That's Abdul.
Me.
That's you. That's Abdul.
What'd you say?
He was just immediately, that's Abdul. How can you tell? Well, what games do you have in mind?
I thought, God. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's just like that's just a weird Abdul thing to do. Is say like, do we have any topics? No one can put one in there.
Who wrote this one? Oh, I don't know, but I'll go first. I can shed some light on that.
Yeah, we can never stop being best friends. I was gonna say Gotham Knights after doing some research on it.
Yeah, I did not care for that gameplay last year.
The developers of that game are the team that made the dog shit multiplayer for Arkham Origin.
I thought they were the ones who made Arkham Origins.
No, it's the team that made the multiplayer.
I don't understand. I thought it was WB Montreal. They made Arkham Origins.
Yeah, but like the team that made the multiplayer for that game is like heading the Gotham Knights.
So they just made the multiplayer. They didn't make Arkham Knights.
Yeah, it was like a separate team that made the multiplayer. Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting.
And I remember I played it, and it was terrible.
I didn't even know that game had multiplayer. I don't think I played Arkham Knights, actually.
Well, Arkham Origin.
Arkham Origin, right. I definitely didn't play that one.
Well, it was actually okay. But I guess maybe this is like what they wanted to make originally then. I mean, like the whole concept of like a multiplayer Arkham style game is very appealing, but it just doesn't look.
Yeah, especially when you see the hit points. It's like,
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it just made it. They're
it's
pretty
not
much
eating,
built.
Cuz.
They're saying that it's gonna be like some online Destiny type game, right?
Well, they're trying to deny it's games as a service, but I mean, like, if you have an online component, how is it not?
Right.
I mean, it seems like every fucking game is a game as a service now because nobody sells a finished fucking game anymore.
Yeah.
Even Hitman started out that way. I mean, and it still kind of is because, didn't
it start out episodic?
Correct. Yeah. And if that's not a games as a service, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
True.
But it just sucks because like you're not buying a service unless it's a free to play game. Then you're paying for the incremental updates and stuff or whatever shit you get.
Like Fortnite, like you're paying for like the skins and the dances.
Yeah, it's just a dumb fucking marketing term that just means keep buying this forever.
Yeah, we're not going to make anything else.
Yeah, but also pay us $60 up front just to get access to it in the fucking first place, which is an identical price you pay to get into something like Grand Theft Auto 5, which has hundreds of hours of gameplay. It's so fucking dumb.
I haven't touched Grand Theft Auto Online in years. I think since PS3.
Yeah, same here.
Same for me with 360. I didn't know this until, I knew this, but I didn't see it until last night. When you play an Xbox 360 game on Series X, the Xbox is emulating a 360 in order to play it. So if you press like the home button on the controller, it still gives you, your little guide for Xbox Series X. But if you press the start and select, I can't remember what they're called, buttons, at the same time, it opens up the old school Xbox 360 dash thing, and you can just scroll through and see all like your friends, your invites, and all that from the 360.
Oh, really? That's kind of
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
It's very interesting. Honestly, that's some of the most technologically impressive shit that anybody's ever done is the entire Xbox backwards compatibility team and all the shit that they do. I mean, they're still, I'm mad because it hasn't come forward yet, but they started out with this, like they have this auto HDR shit. So it automatically tunes older games to be able to display in like richer colors and sort of enhance, you know, what's there, because it's basically still just a 720p thing stretched out over your 4K TV now. So, but they do a lot to improve it just sort of on the fly with AI. Now they're doing that with frame rates. And they showed a tech demo of Fallout 4 being played in 60 FPS without any input from Bethesda whatsoever. It's just tech that they're working on to automatically upgrade the frame rates. Yeah. So they got a lot of cool shit they're working on. Yeah. And I mean, and that's sort of like what Xbox is. It's all the cool parts of like what you kind of want out of a video game system without any of the cool fucking games. So
they're coming, baby. They're coming.
Yeah, supposedly. But
they didn't buy how many studios Microsoft was buying?
Oh God, like 14, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We'll see. Oh, and unless you factor in the entirety of Bethesda, I forgot about that.
Yeah, true.
That's fucking topped it off to 20 something. I honestly, I know I'm benefiting from that, but that's the only reason I bought an Xbox, and it's going to be so long before I see the good part of that. And it's such a shitty fucking move.
Just hope that we don't die.
Well, I told you my crazy conspiracy theory about Starfield.
No.
That they're keeping the release date for that under lock and key until the deal goes final, so that they can announce it as an Xbox exclusive. Because legally they can't do anything like that right now, or it'll nuke the whole deal. Antitrust boards would be all over them. But I feel like there's some illegal hush hush fuckery going around in the background, because it seems like way too long, and we totally should have heard something about Starfield by now.
You've been talking about Starfield for fucking, it feels like years now.
Yeah.
Have we ever seen anything about this game? Like, is there a screenshot?
No, you know what?
There's a leaked screenshot. Yeah.
Yes, I'll send them to you guys. We got to wrap up, but I will forward you that stuff because there's some. It's getting close. I can feel it. It's coming. Yeah. But any plugs real quick? Probably like 30 seconds.
Choco Bear Comedy, Choco Bear Gaming on Twitch, second week in a row. Fuck. That's
like the 5th week in a row.
Is it?
You do that like every time.
I'm Oscar winner Sean Penn.
Cool. Follow everything and treat yourself nice. Suck your own dick. Bye.
Peace.
Don't call anybody.